Here's Jake Elliott now to get us started, and we are underway from Vegas in Super Bowl 58. Returning from his end zone is... And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
And now here is the offense onto the field as their first involvement will be a two-point conversion attempt. They'll try to run with Swift. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a two-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for two now while their heads are down.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They go play action here. Purdy rolling to his right. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Yeah, we dominate.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
On first down, Hurts escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Evades him at the 20. And out of bounds right around the 20. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Rolling to his left. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 15. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Steps away. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Purdy off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And Jennings will go in motion right. Purdy now on 2nd down. Out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Play action. Now Purdy. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, You just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Dancing to his left. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brock Purdy, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are back within a couple of the lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
In motion right is a running back. Purdy will throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And shoves him off at the 20. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Good footwork at the 30. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 8-6 our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 64 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
So he went all the way into the end zone. Forced out to his left. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Niners set to take over on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Down the numbers. There he goes. Off to the races. Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Purdy on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Darius Slay with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Hurts going to move him around. Now they'll change things up. Here's Hurts to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And, oh, that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway. And fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. So no gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Slay with a pick. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around, or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Swift going to try up the middle. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The 49ers settling in for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, it's Hurts. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3. Back to throw again. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jack Stoll as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Flushed out right. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Oren Burks.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. Purdy on the move to his left. His throw incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we are off to Orlando now. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. On the carry, here's Smith. And that won't work out for big yardage. But Decent game there on the trickeration.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and a yard. This is Swift on the counter. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Second down and a yard. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift from 17 yards out. And the Eagles are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back and you're cheering you at. I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On first down, it's Purdy. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Now Purdy. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Steps away to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Third quarter, Super Bowl 58. Here's a 2nd and 10 now. And now an audible here into something else. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out. To the 20. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Breaks through the contact, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Back to throw, Purdy. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college. So
and Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Purdy from his own end zone. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Purdy, big 4th down play. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
An excellent field position here as this drive will start on the other side of the 50-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants it.
And